What's the benefit? Enhance your allure in various aspects of life, relationships, and business. Ever daydreamed about becoming a magnetic personality? It's a common desire. Deep down, we all long for genuine human connections, although establishing them might come more naturally to some. In a world that's becoming more disconnected, a strong network holds immense value. This summary of How to Be a People Magnet by Leo Lowndes focuses on practical advice to attract more individuals into your life. These techniques are versatile, aiding in nurturing friendships, romantic involvements, or mutually advantageous professional bonds. By conquering social insecurities, you'll discover it's easier to spread happiness, empathy, and cooperation wherever you venture. This will open doors to fresh prospects and relationships. Most importantly, you'll relish the process of building meaningful connections that enhance not only your life but also the lives of others. Characteristics of captivating individuals. We all recognize them. The individuals who step into a room and instantly capture everyone's attention. In business negotiations, their influence is palpable. Their charm seems almost magical, and their confidence appears unattainable. However, what they possess is a skill that can be acquired with the right approach. It's not about wealth, intellect, or exceptional looks. With proper techniques, anyone can cultivate that enigmatic magnetism. But let's start by defining what constitutes magnetism. In the business realm, we emphasize effective communication. When it comes to friendships, social skills take the spotlight. And in matters of the heart, we talk about romantic appeal and charm. Although we often categorize these abilities separately, they all originate from a common source: the ability to create a positive atmosphere for those around you. Magnetic individuals radiate positivity and give others their undivided attention. They strike a balance between discussing their own experiences and showing genuine interest in the lives of others. They are open about their vulnerabilities and share personal aspects while maintaining healthy boundaries. Regardless of whether you aim to advance in your career, broaden your social network, or find enduring love, the initial step remains consistent. It involves conquering the fear of judgment and rejection that holds you back. Self-doubt manifests as hesitation, anxiety, and second-guessing, often known as fear, uncertainty, and doubt. These concerns hinder making a vibrant first impression. Fortunately, with practice, you can learn to override negative self-talk and approach new encounters with optimism. Simply put, when you embody confidence, your inherent magnetism begins to shine. From there, the potential benefits of enhancing your personal magnetism are vast. Picture being comfortable initiating conversations with strangers. Envision the personal, professional, and romantic opportunities this could unlock for you. Now, let's delve into an effective method for practicing how to overcome your self-doubt, enabling you to exude natural magnetism even in challenging scenarios, such as conversing with unfamiliar individuals. Building relationships. Do you often find yourself feeling a bit reserved or hesitant when it comes to interacting with people you don't know? You're certainly not alone. Initiating a conversation with a stranger can seem like a daunting task. However, pushing past this reluctance and engaging in more spontaneous conversations with unfamiliar individuals can have significant advantages. It's a great way to enhance your social skills, boost your self-confidence, and increase your overall sense of contentment. However, simply deciding to do this doesn't mean it will feel completely natural right from the start. It's essential to start slowly and avoid placing too much pressure on yourself. Begin with brief, low-pressure interactions to ease into it. Asking for the time, making a comment about the weather, or giving a simple compliment are all simple ways to break the ice. Once you begin actively seeking these opportunities, you'll realize they are all around you, whether you're walking the dog, waiting in line, or sitting on public transportation. The key is to start with small interactions and gradually progress to longer conversations as you gain confidence. When engaging with strangers, shift your focus outward rather than inward. Ask them questions about their lives or how their day is going and listen attentively to their responses. This takes the spotlight off you, alleviating concerns about how you appear or sound. Offer genuine compliments and friendly smiles to come across as approachable. Perhaps even have a few pre-planned opening lines so you're not struggling for words in the moment. It's beneficial to begin practicing with low-pressure interactions where you can have a casual conversation without the expectation of seeing the person again. Cashiers, waitstaff, taxi drivers, and fellow commuters are excellent candidates for this. Don't dwell on the possibility of rejection. Some individuals may not be inclined to engage, and that's perfectly fine. Brush it off and proceed to the next interaction. The more you practice, the less intimidating it becomes. As conversations progress, aim to discover shared interests that you can connect over. Sports, pets, movies, hobbies, or travel are usually enjoyable topics for most people. See where the conversation naturally leads, but always strive to leave the other person with a smile. Conclude with a light-hearted remark, an intriguing fact, or a genuine compliment to ensure the conversation ends on a positive note, making the next one even more effortless. Overcoming barriers and initiating conversations, even brief ones, enhances not only your social skills but also your self-assurance. With regular practice, conversing with strangers can become enjoyable and habit-forming. It will broaden your perspective, create unexpected bonds, and brighten people's days, including your own. Remember, you already possess all the necessary elements to begin right now. Next, let's explore various techniques to enrich your interactions with strangers, and everyone else, making them more meaningful and fulfilling. Viewing the world from their perspective, whether you're engaging with strangers, friends, family, or colleagues, do you sometimes sense a disconnect? Do your conversations feel somewhat superficial? Fret not. The key to building genuine connections lies in a concept called perspective taking, understanding the situation from the other person's viewpoint before expressing your thoughts. It can perform wonders in your relationships. Lowndes shares the story of an acquaintance named Dale, a cheerful Texan businessman, to illustrate the transformative power of perspective taking. In every interaction, whether with a waitress or a doorman, Dale takes a moment to consider the world from their vantage point. He then communicates in a manner that makes people feel truly acknowledged. Lowndes first encountered Dale at a coffee shop early in the morning. While placing his breakfast order with the waitress, he casually mentioned, "I bet you hate the smell of ham and eggs this early." With this small gesture, Dale showed that he cared about how she felt. The result? The waitress beamed from ear to ear. In a similar vein, when interacting with a cashier, Dale remarked, "You're stuck trying to make change from a $50 bill. I sure hope it doesn't clean you out." Yet again, a broad smile emerged. Dale had a knack for brightening everyone's day by initially looking at the situation through their eyes. This style of communication, often termed putting oneself in another's shoes, elevates ordinary moments into genuine connections. Give it a try next time you need directions. Instead of a plain, "Where's the hotel?" consider saying, "You must get tired of lost tourists asking, but could you point me toward?" This subtle shift can make the interaction feel special. Perspective taking can also prove instrumental in resolving conflicts. When someone expresses anger towards you, don't rush to defend yourself. Try to understand their perspective first. Beginning with the other person's viewpoint can help diffuse tension. Beyond individual conversations, perspective taking creates positive ripples within entire communities. Choose to assume that others have good intentions unless proven otherwise. Extend the benefit of the doubt to people. You'll be astonished by how your open-mindedness towards others encourages their best qualities to shine. Granted, we may not always fully comprehend situations from another person's viewpoint. Nevertheless, making the effort means a lot. When people feel understood, they become more at ease, more open, and more connected. Make it a daily practice to see the world through someone else's eyes. You'll be astonished at how effortlessly and enrichingly you connect with others. So, take the perspective-taking pledge. Commit to understanding the other person's viewpoint before expressing yourself. This simple shift in mindset holds the key to creating magnetic relationships, fostering compassion, and encouraging collaboration. The influence of an additional moment. Ever experience a sense of invisibility during your daily interactions? When cashiers, flight attendants, or sales clerks efficiently complete transactions without making eye contact, you may feel like just another task on their list. But what about their side of the interaction? Without intending to, you might be treating these service providers like robots, not individuals. A simple approach can turn these routine encounters into meaningful connections, adding a second of eye contact. This brief yet potent gesture conveys, "I see you. You matter." For instance, after expressing gratitude to a cashier, extend your eye contact for an extra moment. Let your eyes convey, "I appreciate you." Although brief, this implicit message, transmitted through your gaze, fosters a connection. You can often observe the impact. A smile replaces the usual impersonal grin, or they reciprocate, signaling, "I see you too." They feel acknowledged as a person, not just a transaction. Simultaneously, you feel less like an anonymous figure. Lowndes discovered this during her tenure as a flight attendant. Passengers who genuinely made eye contact while expressing gratitude stood out. Consequently, she found herself giving them extra attention throughout the flight. In personal and romantic relationships, maintaining eye contact during a conversation is equally significant. Even these brief eye signals can help alleviate loneliness in our disconnected world. However, exercise caution to avoid insincerity. Prolonged eye contact, if motivated by the wrong reasons, can come across as unsettling or creepy. This technique demands genuine care, with your eyes mirroring your heartfelt intentions. With practice, you'll develop a sense of the appropriate duration for this eye contact. Let your eyes linger just long enough to sense the spark between two human souls. The generosity of networking often carries a negative connotation, associated with insincerity and seeking favors. However, a shift in perspective can turn this around by viewing networking as an act of giving, rather than taking. This change in mindset is fundamental. When you reframe networking as sharing your gifts, it becomes a more enriching and fulfilling process. Approaching networking with a focus on what you can gain can feel draining. Every interaction is tainted with an underlying motive of, "What can I get from this person?" It becomes a self-serving game of collecting contacts. Instead, consider networking as an opportunity to provide value to others by sharing your unique gifts, a combination of talents, knowledge, and personality traits you have to offer. Take the example of Phil, a freelance business writer. While not affluent or renowned, Phil possesses various gifts to share. He uses his technological expertise to help friends with their computer issues, applies his legal acumen to review contracts, and offers loyalty and discretion as a trusted confidant. Like Phil, you too are a repository of unique gifts. It could be culinary skills, fashion sense, or simply being an excellent listener. You might be the go-to person for relationship advice or decorating assistance. Consult loved ones to identify what they see as your most valuable talents, which you might be overlooking. Armed with the awareness of your unique gifts, approach networking as an opportunity to freely share them with new acquaintances. Rather than fixating on, "How can I impress this person?" or "How can this person benefit me?" ask yourself, "How could sharing a part of my knowledge or experience brighten this person's day?" When you generously share your gifts first, you'll be pleasantly surprised by how often desired gifts, like information, leads, or opportunities, naturally come your way without you actively seeking them. With close friends, offer your gifts when appropriate needs arise. Are they seeking design assistance or advice for their business venture? Find joy in assisting your friends with your skills. In return, graciously accept their gifts to you. When they share their knowledge and talents, be receptive and appreciative. This mutual sharing strengthens bonds of care and trust among people. Embrace this mindset of giving through sharing, and networking will become a joyful experience. Conversations will flow, and social connections will resonate. Networking will transform into something you eagerly look forward to, because the reward is genuine human connection, not just immediate personal gain. You possess treasures within and around you. So, let the spirit of giving begin. Concluding thoughts: becoming adept at attracting and connecting with others is a skill attainable by everyone. Mastering this skill allows you to be a positive influence on all those you engage with. The foundation of meaningful human connections lies in directing your attention outward, not inward. Overcome shyness and self-doubt by engaging in conversations with strangers regularly. Prioritize asking questions, active listening, and appreciating others' viewpoints before expressing your own. In the realm of networking, begin by generously sharing your unique gifts. Extend your knowledge, talents, and empathy without expecting reciprocation. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how often gifts return to you spontaneously. Commit to the ongoing journey of authentic connection with others. With an open heart and a touch of courage, you possess the ability to elevate every interaction into a meaningful exchange of humanity.